Nancy again, and this is part 2 of my Wagner heat tool versus the Nicole heat tool for heat embossing. And what I've done here is I've taken a stamp, this one here, and I did it because it has a fine line and a thicker line for sentiments. And once again, I prepped the vellum with my EK Success powder tool, stamped it in Versamark, and then I stamped it in Ranger's embossing powder white fine detail. So I'm ready to heat these. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to heat the guns for a little bit and then take it to the vellum. And this is just generic store brand vellum. I think I got it at Staples. Nothing special, just a piece of scrap, but it's very thin. So I imagine that it's probably going to warp. So I want to see how much it's going to warp with both of the heat tools. So we're going to start with the Nicole brand, and I'm going to just heat it up a little bit, so it's going to get a little noisy here a second. Alright, it's pretty warm here. Alright, so you can see once it got hot, it did emboss pretty quickly. You see that there? And the paper did start to curl a little bit right under the words where it was stamped. Oops, I just touched the embossing powder on the bottom one. Alright, let's try it with the Wagner. Never mind that, I just smudged that. But again, let's heat up the Wagner and see how long it takes to get hot and how quickly it embosses. That got hot much quicker. Okay, I can tell you that that got hotter quicker and it melted quicker. So I guess that would be the biggest difference in the two guns, is it does get hotter quicker and it probably gets to a higher temperature. Never mind that, like I said. But if you are someone who would like to do embossing on vellum, and I would imagine heat safe acetate, probably the Wagner's the better one to go with, because it really did not buckle the paper as I was watching it emboss like the Nicole did. But I've had the Nicole brand for 10 years, and for everyday heat embossing, I gotta tell you guys, for the dollar amount, I think I paid $12 or $15 for it back then. And a lot of times you can use your Joann's or AC Moore Michael's coupon. It's a good value if you're going to do a lot of heat embossing. And like I said, doing it on vellum, then go with the Wagner. I know this is a little bit pricier, but I got a tip. It was, I think, from Cat Scrappiness, that it was on Joann's website for like $20 or something. They had a big sale, and that's why I took advantage of it. But if you have this guy or thinking about just starting with heat embossing, it works great. And if you can swing it and you think you're going to do a lot of embossing, go with the Wagner. I think both tools are great. It's just a matter of budget and what you think you're going to use it for. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.